Hello everyone, my name is Grace Kinnabolson and today I will be talking to you guys why marijuana should be legalized in the United States. So, cannabis, marijuana, THC, etc., and the use for this plant goes across the spectrum as a recreational use. Weed is a herb and is often used for medicinal purposes. Lots of times, if it's a cancer patient and going through chemotherapy, or someone is anxious and they battle with anxiety or anxiety, lots of times the doctor will prescribe them THC or marijuana as something to just ease their nerves. For patients who suffer with AIDS and they don't really have much of an appetite, doctors will prescribe them THC or marijuana because when you get high or when you get high, it makes you hungry. You don't develop the munchies, as people call it. You just want to keep on eating. So lots of times, if you have AIDS, you're dealing with symptoms of AIDS, and one of the symptoms is loss of appetite. Your doctor will prescribe you marijuana or THC to help you be able to eat. Many people believe weed should be legalized because it helps people perform better in various activities. Like if you're taking a test and you suffer with anxiety, your doctor could prescribe you THC or marijuana to help ease your nerves when it's time for you to take your test because THC and marijuana is a depressant. It helps ease your nerves. Many people oppose the use of marijuana because they think marijuana is not a recreational medicinal drug. They think marijuana it causes people to have many behavioral issues and it also messes with your cognitive memory if you're abusing the drug. So, weed is a herb and is used for medicinal purposes. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, also known as FDA, they did approve the use of THC marijuana for medicinal purposes. So now you'll see people with a weed card or a card that just allows them to get marijuana or get THC. As long as they have that card, they can get it. I do know they have that in Maryland. Several other states they did already legalize marijuana THC. THC is prescribed in pill form and used in medicational form. It's called Drenal and Marinol and Naboline. Sorry, I'm not really good at pronouncing those words. THC is used for the treatment of nausea in patients undergoing chemotherapy. Back to what I was saying, if you have cancer, and you're going through chemotherapy, your doctor may prescribe you with THC or marijuana to help with the symptoms and to help also ease the pain. THC is used to stimulate appetites in patients with wasting syndrome due to AIDS. Okay. The FDA approved CBD-based liquid medication Epidiolex for the treatment of two forms of severe childhood epilepsy. Many people believe weed should be illegal because people will abuse it. Many people oppose the use of marijuana because they believe that it's more harmful to society than beneficial. Marijuana is a depressant and it can lead to sleepiness and depression and delayed reaction times. So, a lot of people are against the use of marijuana because they feel as though lots of teens and young adults they do have a habit of abusing weed and abusing THC and marijuana because they like the feeling that they get from it. So people are against the use of marijuana because they don't want others, young adults and teens, falling to abuse it and then leading to addiction. Marijuana can damage your lung and changes your mood, personality, and lowers your libido. So, because you're consuming smoke, when you do smoke, like say if you were to make like They call it a blunt now on the streets. Say if you were to make like a blunt, because you're consuming smoke, that smoke that you're inhaling is going straight to your lungs. After a while, it can damage your lungs because, you know, when the smoke gets to your lungs, you're not supposed to be having smoke come into your lungs. It can damage the lungs, and you can develop things like lung cancer and throat cancer even, for like when you smoke and then it goes through your throat down to your lungs. Teens and young adults are vulnerable to negative effects of marijuana. They're more likely to become addicted to it. Back to when I was saying, like, you know, people, they don't want marijuana and THC to be legalized because teens and young adults could become addicted to it. Marijuana is like a drug now where, you know, you can go to a store. Some people, they have, it's like, I forgot what's called. It's like weed stores you can go to purchase some. And a lot of people sell weed illegally on the streets. When a teen who doesn't really have that much knowledge of how harmful weed can be to them, if you abuse it, when they get their hands on that, they can abuse it and they can do stuff that, you know, like commit crimes, and it can make go crazy. If you're consuming an edible and you consume so much of it, you can be dehydrated because they're not aware of those side effects. People just think, like, you know, they shouldn't even have it in the first place. So marijuana, it does have many pros and it also have many cons. It has more pros than it have cons. You know, marijuana is mostly used for medicinal purposes. I feel as though, like, when it comes to the cons, it's only if you abuse it. Like, if you keep on using it and taking a high doses of it at once, it can lead to, you know, it can lead to a harmful situation, and that can be a con, and it can affect your body in various ways. But that's just like any drug and any pill that you take. You shouldn't consume too much of it. You should consume how much the doctor tells you to consume. So cannabis, marijuana, THC, etc. This plant goes across the spectrum from medical, recreational use. Thank you guys for listening to why I think weed should be legalized in the United States. I got my information from drugabuse.com and drugcenter.org. You guys have a great and wonderful evening.